and with me is James Bott. If you weren't here yesterday, you missed out on a lot of good Rocket League. You should probably just go back and watch all of that, and then come back and watch this.
Maybe not all of it, because if you watch all of it, you'll miss all of today.
That's true. That's valid. Don't go anywhere right now.
Yeah, just maybe open it up in another tab, and when we go on breaks and we're watching commercials, you can just press play and check out some of the other series.
Put on like 2x speed and just watch really fast Rocket League.
You'll want to watch today.
And so if you haven't watched yesterday, I want to let you know what you're watching right now. CyberpowerPC, this is the second invitational they've done now. They've invited 8 teams, top-level teams, and we have a $5,000 prize pool. And I want to break that down for you guys exactly what these players are winning. So in third place, they're going to get $750. Second place, $1,750. And in first place, that's $2,500 USD. James, that's not too bad for a weekend event for these guys, eh?
No, this and for just, yes, a 2-day weekend event, this is a massive prize pool. I mean, still, we're moving up in terms of RLCS prize pools, but when it comes to online tournament prize pools, this is a big one.
It is. We have so many community events happening all the time, so it's great to see other orgs like CyberpowerPC getting into it. Again, second time. I guess they loved us the first time, so they brought it back, and I hope that they keep doing this in the future, because I know you guys are loving it too. Now, if you don't know what teams are involved, we had some matches yesterday. I want to see if I can take a look at the bracket real quick here and just show you. So these are the teams that have already played. We have now a lower bracket partially filled out, and we're going to see, well, the whole bracket finish out today. Great matches yesterday. I want to talk specifically. You can see at the top there, Cloud9. They were given a run for their money yesterday by 2 teams that, well, according to the predictions, weren't expected to give them a run for their money.
Yeah, I was going to say the 2 series that you have to watch when you have time. Obviously, don't stop watching this, but is both of the Cloud9 series. Going to Game 5, going to overtime in both of those Game 5s. That was just so scary to watch. It was a lot of fun, though. And if you didn't get a chance to watch yesterday and you only have time for 2 series, those are the ones you should watch.
Absolutely. But again, there's still a bunch of other good matches that happened along the way. As you can see, few teams left in the upper bracket today. We're going to end up seeing G2 Esports versus Ghost Gaming first off in the upper bracket, and then down the lower bracket we have a couple teams alive. There were a few dropped out already, unfortunately. Team Allegiance, people have to go home, and Rogue have been dropped out. Applesauce, Renegades, Hollywood Hammers still remain. And again, I'm really excited to see how Applesauce and Hollywood Hammers perform down that lower bracket, because both those teams are really trying to make a name for themselves, but they don't have really an easy road ahead of them.
And it is fun seeing Hammers, Applesauce, previously Fibion, and Cloud9 still in the running. Cloud9 won the very first CyberpowerPC Extreme Invitational that we had, and Hammers came third. NRG was second place, but they're not in this tournament. Garrett G is subbing in for Dapper or Timmy on Renegades. He subbed for both of them, so that was interesting. So, but Hammers and Applesauce both in the running. Cloud9, obviously the reigning champion. We'll see if anything changes this time around.
And again, based off the predictions that we saw yesterday from you guys in the chat, they're expected to win this again, but it hasn't been looking like it's an easy road.
Yeah, it's been close every single round.
And speaking of predictions, you guys actually can get involved in the action here. CyberpowerPC has graciously given us prizes just for getting predictions right. I have a leaderboard here. I just want to touch on in a second after I tell you guys what you can win. Get over to the website cyberpowerpc.civo.com and make sure you guys get your predictions in. The second that the players start touching that field, though, the second they spawn in, you cannot predict on that match anymore. There are 3 prizes, third, second, and first. Third place, you're going to grab a CyberpowerPC jersey. Second place, you get the Scorpion K1 RGB keyboard plus the jersey. And then first place, you get all of that plus a mouse pad. So huge shouts to CyberpowerPC for throwing those swag packs in there just for voting. And I just want to touch on you guys at the beginning. This could all change if some people don't vote today or some people get things wrong. But currently on the leaderboards, we have 3 people tied for first place. First, second, third. We got Hydra, AutoCAD, and Ryan. 2 of those guys actually in there I'm knowing. So I actually got to call out Slock right now. He's down in 5th place with 1 incorrect match.
Top 5. Top 5, man. That's all that matters. There's many matches left today. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, Leaf.
That's true. In the end, again, those guys up in first place could get some wrong. And with the matches we saw yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some upsets that threw some of these predictions off at all. So just in case you guys are wondering what matches, there's maybe some teams you want to watch specifically. I think we got a schedule here. We can show you guys just exactly what times or roughly what times these matches will be played off. Of course, G2 Esports versus Ghost Gaming coming up first. And G2 Ghost Gaming, I actually want to take a look at the predictions before we get into that. But James, early on, any kind of preview you expect from this match here?
Well, I think this, rivalry or burgeoning or rivalry between G2 and Ghost Gaming is going to be something that's fun to watch. Obviously, Ghost fell to G2 in league play, and that went all the way to Game 5, I believe. And then in the North American Championship, Ghost Gaming took out G2 Esports and moved on to that grand final. So now we're going to get to see them go head-to-head yet again. And it's going to be a close one. I honestly don't. I feel like this one's a 50-50. Could go either way.
I'll check chat's predictions in just a minute here, but later on, of course, the loser of this is going to go down and face off against Hollywood Hammers after that, and then we got Renegades Applesauce at a third match underway later on in the day. So you don't want to miss anything, guys. Do not go anywhere. I'm going to jump over to the predictions that you guys have given us. I think there's a couple more that have come in now, but that's going to be Ghost Gaming and G2 for our second day here. And you guys are so James said about 50%. You guys said 66% in favor of G2.
Well,
I guess
it's
the G2
Come
army.
On, yeah. G2 could be going up against 3 Super Saiyans, and people would still be voting for G2. They're just that team. So
I'd like to see that, like a Super Saiyan charge up on the car. Just around
like an aura. Like everyone just has the Super Saiyan aura. That'd be pretty dope.
Maybe if you get like an extermination, you get your 7 demos in there. You just get the aura around it.
I don't know.
That'd be incredible. That'd be fun. But G2 Ghost Gaming.
Or a goal explosion where you shoot it in, it explodes, and then Kai blasts come out of the car and blow up the enemy team. Oh, that would be pretty dope.
Hashtag Psionics, please.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope. My idea.
Let's get on to the match at hand here. These players are getting ready to jump down on the field, getting all prepped up for their first match of the day. Yesterday, G2 Esports, to me personally, looked like they came off a little bit slow, maybe just getting warmed up on the field. But by the end of it, they started to get a pace to it, and they looked pretty good. Do you think they're going to run into that same problem today, being that first match? Ghost Gaming always seems to be a team that can just scrap up a plan as it goes. So do you think that's going to be rough for G2 at the beginning?
I think we might see a slow game 1 potentially, but these guys are pros. I think they're going to be able to step it up. But yeah, if anything, we might see a slow game 1, which usually happens in any series where you just have a team coming out, just kind of getting their feelers, getting their nerves under control. But after that first game's over, then people really start to get comfortable. So I think we're going to see a pretty good series.
Yeah, I really like to see that a lot of confidence more. And again, of course, to be honest, with the G2 army behind it, that 66% isn't really too drastic. I mean, it looks like a lot of people are starting to give their confidence to Ghost. Ghost has been performing so well, outliving, I guess, so many people's expectations. And I think at this point, we just have to expect that from Ghost Gaming. Another dominant force that came in as the second seed out of the regionals from the RLCS. Of course, they didn't place as well as G2 in the RLCS finals, but I mean, there was so much good competition going on there that I really like to see that Ghost Gaming is getting that confidence from the community behind them now.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer, and Ghost, they certainly quelled a lot of doubts about them with their performance in league play, their performance in the World Championship, and their performance pretty much everywhere. They're a solid team. You can't doubt them. But this season, this off season is going to be very telling. We'll see if teams can stay together, because in Rocket League, generally, there's a lot of roster movements.
A lot of roster changes, but we'll see. Again, I think a lot of people seem to be just settling a bit in to the ruts they have now with their team. So I'm personally hoping that we can have teams generally mostly stick together. But with that, chat, we have game number 1 of day number 2 of the CyberpowerPC Invitational getting underway. Ghost Gaming versus G2 Esports. And already off the bat, we have Ghost Gaming trying to get that early goal, just saying to G2, hey, if you're not awake, we're going to take advantage of that right now.
And honestly, for some players, this might be pretty early in the morning, especially if you're on the West Coast.
Oh, West Coast, true. I know I usually don't get up before like 2 o'clock, so, and that's Eastern time.
Yeah, that must be a nice life.
The gamer life. Look at this. Attack now, turned around, and G2 trying to get their early goal. First minute passed by, feelers out. Neither one of these teams dropping one in the bucket yet. Lefamere to Classics as they try to get a play moved upfield. Together will be intercepted. Rizzo trying to find Kronovi. There's going to be a shot. Oh, off the back of Rizzo. Is that going to work? JNaps tries to put that short side. Oh my goodness. Ghost held on the line, and of course, eventually that wall has to break.
Just an onslaught from G2, continually shooting on this net. Lefamere getting that save, but in the end, JNaps able to put that one high and pass. But wow, that was a lot of pressure from G2 just right from the beginning. So G2 looking sharp in game number 1.
I'm pretty sure almost all 3 of those saves that they're now credited for came out just in those last 3 seconds of battle there. And G2, as you said, the onslaught finally breaking through. We'll see now if Ghost Gaming can bring this back with a quick answer instead of going most of the match without a goal that starts to wear on you after a while. Ooh, Lefamere. Missed shot early on, and now a missed clear chance. He also bumped Zane Jackie. They'll have to back up to defense. Now as G2 tries to take advantage of that. And a miss there from Classics. Off the back wall, G2 is going to grab another one.
Kronovi just following up this JNaps hit off the backboard, reading that wonderfully. Classics wasn't able to get there in time. An easy read for Kronovi. Just had to drop that one in there, and that's exactly what he did.
Now 2 goals down. Ghost Gaming 2 minutes in. Should be looking to fix up a couple of those small mistakes. All 3 players having a couple silly misses here that we should see tightened up.
We've got Classics and Left both using that Haunted Hallows skin on their cars. I wonder why Zane Jackie's not using it. With a name like Ghost, you should definitely be using those haunted items. Oh,
yeah. Oh, the tree. Yeah. I actually love that decal. That's a chance here. Classics tries to get a bit of a pinch shot off the ground, but will get stopped out. Not enough power to it. He'll keep the pressure on. They slowly start to run out of boost. Ghost Gaming's going to have to try again from a bit past midfield. 50-50 there by Classics, and allows Lefamere just to chip one up. Zane Jackie's in the other end, but not going to be able to get that redirect.
Ooh, JNaps missing here could be bad. Classics didn't have a lot of boost, though, so he wasn't cheating up. That was a good moment for Ghost, but Classics just didn't pounce on it. Definitely wasn't expecting JNaps to miss there.
Good passing play, though, upfield from Ghost Gaming as they try to get another attack on. Looks like they're starting to get warmed up. They just needed a minute to get situated. They're not giving G2 the same opportunities that they had in the first 2 minutes of gameplay. Chance to move upfield here. Lefamere recognizing Zane didn't have any boost. Unfortunately, they can't take that one down the field, and there's G2 with a third.
Yeah, all of Ghost was out of boost on that one, so when JNaps got that block, Kronovi had free reign and a lot of boost to put that one in, and that's just what he did. 3-0 lead. This first game is all G2 right now.
We'll see if they can keep up this attack. Get a couple more before the game is over. This is a best of 5, and it is in the upper bracket. No one's getting eliminated, but you want to stay in that upper bracket as long as possible. Down and lower, you will face elimination. Good block by Kronovi. Lefamere tried to come in with a shot. Chance now for G2 to move this the other way. Not sure what Kronovi was doing, but JNaps almost tries to put that right back into his nose. That would have been a great play.
Ooh, left on that pre-jump, it looks like. Just missing out.
G2 trying to get some upfield passing plays. A couple of them are missing, but I like to see that they're attempting it. I mean, Ghost has been doing the same too. They just haven't had the same kind of luck moving the ball upfield.
Ooh, ceiling shot time.
Ooh, good block though.
Not enough boost for that though.
Yeah, no, he got the flip reset, but Kronovi decided to leave out of there. Double tap off the backboard, pass to himself, and J-Naps with 13 seconds left. I gotta say, yeah, this is our game, Ghost. We'll see you in game 2.
Yeah, J-Naps just getting there in time. You see how long he delayed his jump, just getting that second pop. Right as he was going up to that ball, allowing him to hit that underneath the crossbar. And now 4-0, out shooting 8-3. Now 9-3. This game number 1, just all G2. They really just took it to Ghost in game 1.
And almost to finish it off there, J-Naps tried for the triple tap. Wasn't to be though. GG. G2 Esports taking game number 1 against Ghost Gaming. And they looked pretty confident out there on the field.
They were a little lethargic. It seemed like they were struggling to get boost pretty much the entire game. Ghost Gaming, that is. And yeah, they were just slow to the ball. And a lot of that is due to the boost. But if Classics, maybe if he's out in Los Angeles at the gaming house, maybe that's why. You know, it's early in the morning.
That's true, yeah.
Who knows? But again, slow game number 1. But this is a best of 5. Plenty of time for Ghost to bring this one back. But wow, G2 came out swinging.
And honestly, if yesterday's any indication of what we're to expect here, we're to expect absolutely nothing. I mean, we saw teams get 7-0'd, 5-0'd, and then their opponents pull back in the next game. So this scoreline doesn't indicate how the rest of the series is going to go. But if Ghost Gaming doesn't learn how to boost manage, I guess, a bit better coming into game number 2.
Yeah, they just need to pick up the pace a little bit more. Classics, when they're playing well, when Ghost is playing well, Classics has a lot of boost. He's in the face of the other team, just preventing them from getting those clears, trying to finish off those rebound opportunities from Lethamir. So we'll see if they can pick up the pace.
Well, I'm sure they're hoping so, and I'm hoping so too. I want to see a good series go the distance.
Hey, and someone's saying, please stop calling 10 a.m. early in the morning. When you're talking about gamers, like
that's way early.
Like this, that is early.
That's my bedtime.
I swear, so many of these guys don't wake up till like 1 or 2 p.m. I know
can
it's
attest for that. Well, game number 2, G2 did take game number 1 against Ghost Gaming in this best of 5. We're going to see if they can start off on the right track. There it is, Rizzo from up above sends one flying home.
Yeah, he had quite the run up there. That 50-50 just bouncing straight off the ceiling and down. Rizzo got up so fast. Good reaction time by him. He had to get up so early to make it high enough to get that shot. And he really powered that one in, Rizzo with it.
Yeah.
Great start to game 2.
And if G2's given the space that they've been given already, I expect to see some more great shots like that out of them.
And the popcorn goal explosion is definitely my favorite.
Yeah, you know what it should have been called is like popping off or something.
No, popcorn's fine.
I'm waiting for
They
it.
already have a dabbing ghost. I don't think you need to be any. Oh, I don't think you need to be any cheekier than that.
Ghost Gaming looking to get an answer right now. St. Jackie a little bit behind the play. That 50 almost sneaking in that top corner, though. Classics past to Lethamir. There's a block. Well, that's not really the right way. Zane Jackie recognizing that. Just assuming that goal was in, just sits in the air, wasting all his boost. Dunu managed to somehow come out of that unscathed. Lethamir will try to set back the other way, but they're not maintaining possession when they're getting down into enemy territory. Still a chance here. Kronovi has no one contesting that ball at all the time in the world. and a second goal for G2.
These are actually really tough to place that well. A ball rolling out like that, Kronovi jumps just before he hits it so he can get that much power, but also
not too much height
enough to get over the defense, but underneath the crossbar. That's actually really tough to do on a rolling ball like that. It's so easy to either hit it high or just flat on the ground.
No, you're absolutely right.
Perfectly placed by Kronovi.
And here, Kronovi backs off, knowing he doesn't have enough boost to contest with that. As Ghost trying to break out of their own end. And failing to do so. Bar down. JNaps is going to find the spot. As Ghost, once again, gives him the opportunity.
This is a bloodbath. Rizzo, though, just driving underneath that ball, passing that out into the mid. JNaps finishing that one, crossbar down. G2 is making Ghost look like an RLRS team right now. And I mean, even less than an RLRS team. The RLRS teams,
yeah, we've seen them compete.
Took Cloud9 to Game 5 overtimes. So they are just smacking Ghost right now.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about G2 having a slow start. Well, maybe should have been talking about Ghost Gaming. They have yet to wake up. What a play there. Kronovi reading that pass well from JNaps, and JNaps to set that right. Unfortunately for them, Ghost also saw that play developing. There's another chance upfield. JNaps, Kronovi work this ball together. An incredible play as these two are just connecting so well.
Yeah, they're finding each other so well. Kronovi back to JNaps to Kronovi, JNaps to Kronovi, and then Rizzo trying to steal that one. Passing plays from G2, we've seen them time and time again. When they are on fire with their passing plays, they can do some pretty nutty things. And now a 4-goal lead, over 2 minutes left to go. G2 just destroying Ghost.
Yeah, you're right. I hadn't even noticed. There's still so much time left of this. Rizzo, oh my goodness. How did that manage to go in?
This is terrible for Ghost. Just again, Rizzo coming in, flipping with his car upside down to get that extra lift, beating those defenders. This is like a Harlem Globetrotter game right now for G2. They're just hitting everything.
And that's the thing, and G2 is such a scary force when they're on and every single one of these players are hitting those shots from the oddest angles. It's so hard to really understand what's happening to you. A mind game, that's not gonna work. Rizzo does it to him again.
The carnage.
Destruction.
This is now rated immature. What G2 is doing to Ghost in this game.
They have families, G2.
Their family they're gonna feel it. They're getting smacked so hard. Their brothers and sisters, their mom and dads will feel this. They still have not scored. It was a shutout last game.
Oh my gosh, that's true. 0 goals.
10-0 run right now.
I'm sure they are fiending for one, and hopefully for Ghost, the second that they get one, the floodgates can open for themselves. They're going to try now. Lethamir upfield. Kronovi, I think, getting a bump on him. Changing that trajectory. And JNaps trying for one of his own down the other end. One goal before this game ends, I feel would be so important for Ghost Gaming coming into the final game, as they will be facing a drop down to the lower bracket. Match point if G2, well, when G2 looks like wins this one with 43 seconds left.
It's just by how much. Will Ghost manage to score?
And that's why I said I think one goal is going to be so crucial to spelling the rest of the story in this series for Ghost Gaming.
And there we have it, the Brazil we saw yesterday. 7-0 lead for G2. Kronovi just passing that right into the center for Rizzo, and Rizzo beating out Classics on that shot. G2, they are just finding one another so well. Their passing plays on point.
I gotta say though, it's Ghost Gaming just seems to not be, well, they're giving them this space. They're not contesting maybe some of the passes they should be. They know these passes are coming, and they should be watching out for them at this point. I mean, it's easy enough to say, but I feel like Ghost Gaming coming into Game 3, that's going to be what they're looking for. Intercept these plays. Don't allow G2 to move the ball up the field with that much space. And hopefully have a chance coming into that game number 3 and potential full sweep for G2. As they finish this one at a 7-0 likely? Yeah, 7-0. The Brazil.
And wow, what a game from G2. We saw some highlight reel shots from Rizzo. And look at just the quantity of shots. 14 shots, 7 goals, 50% shooting percentage.
Pretty good.
6 out of those 7 goals assisted. So an all-around team performance from G2.
I don't know if I can think maybe 1 or 2 goals, but yeah, that like wasn't an insane passing play up the entire field there. I mean, we had that one between Kronovi and JNaps that was reminiscent of that Chiefs play we saw in the RLCS there, where they just worked it up one by one there. 2 people with a 6-man passing play up the field, and that's the kind of space that Ghost Gaming should not be giving to G2, because now you've seen what they can do with that space. You give them an inch to move, they're going to take it a mile, and Ghost Gaming really has to think about what they're doing coming into game number 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 shutouts in a row as well. So not only did they light up the scoreboard, their defense was impeccable, not allowing Ghost to score a single time. So now what is this, 11? Was it 4-0 in the first game?
Yes, this
and
is now 11 to
nothing. So yeah, an 11-0 run. This is looking pretty brutal. Ghost needs to change something.
Well, hopefully they can do that down in game number 3. I mean, it's not looking good. The predictions that you guys gave aren't as close as we thought it would be. Again, coming into this, we thought 50% chance. Either one of these teams could have taken it. And unfortunately for Ghost Gaming, G2's not allowing that to be a 50% chance.
So we're still waiting to see Ghost put in the first goal of the series.
Well, we're going to find out game number 3 now with this best of 5. G2 up 2-0. 11 unanswered goals at this point in time from G2. Here's a chance, though. Classics can put that one far. JNaps and Kronovi both would have gotten that one. JNaps comes flying across, just in case, though.
Oh,
and there it is. The curse breaker, Zane Jackie, grabbing their first goal in the series and the first goal of game number 3.
Yeah, it's so easy when those games start getting out of hand to just let them get even worse.
Yeah.
But now Zane Jackie, game number 3. This game, it's not an elimination match. Whoever loses this goes down and plays the Hollywood Hammers, I believe.
You're correct.
And they will play right away. But still, Ghost isn't out of it. Zane, after getting that goal as well, getting that save. But a very big goal for Ghost.
And that's a good point to bring up, is that for Ghost Gaming, it's not over yet. It's not even just important to this series to start playing well and get some goals. It's important to the next series if they get dropped down into the lower bracket, because they do have to play right away, as you mentioned.
Yeah, definitely don't want to go down and play against the Hammers, who were playing really well.
Game 5 overtime against Cloud9.
Then they took out Rogue as well.
Yeah, I'd say they're playing extremely well. D2 trying to answer that first goal now. As we get a minute and a half in, Ghost Gaming has held off so far to their lead. Back passes here didn't really go probably as expected. Lethamir needed to connect with that one if they wanted to get a second goal in. JNaps throwing that one up into a teammate to help move that one down the field. Zane quickly turning that one around. Ghost Gaming on the attack now. Ooh, a missed pass there from Zane Jackie, trying to get that one dropped back down to left. He knew he was behind him. Over to Rizzo. Rizzo, he knows how to score those. Fortunately for him, Ghost Gaming did get in the way.
It was a good idea by left there to center it, but Zane was just too slow to get there. It just seems to be the story of this series so far. Ghost just too slow to compete with the speed of G2.
Seems to be getting a bit better, though. You're seeing a lot of these contests now. Almost every single ball is being contested by Ghost Gaming. That's what they need if they want to start this climb back. They got a reverse sweep ahead of them if they want to stay in the upper bracket. Good pass from Classics to left. He does set that down into the hands of G2. They'll move that quickly back down the other way.
And a little bit of miscommunication there. Classics using a bunch of boosts to go for that one. Zane just knocking it right out of his way.
Lethamyr was able to still keep the pressure on, though. Buy his team some time to get back, get recuperated, and get ready for another G2 attack. G2 looking out for each other's touches so well.
Ooh, good pass.
There it is. Leth coming from out of nowhere. A little bit of a miss in Zane Jackie. Misreading that Classic there, though, to save the day, and they will grab a second goal.
But still, that is the plays that Ghost needs to make. Zane Jackie over to Leth. Leth missed it. It could have been bad, but Classics was there to clean up.
That was important. Again, Zane Jackie, a misread, and that gets so awkward sometimes when you read that, and especially if there's no one back. It could have been dangerous, thankfully for them. Classics. They're superhero right now with 1:30 left. They're looking pretty good to take game number 3 as long as they can make sure they keep contesting these balls, though, except JNAPS looking to bring this one back. We've seen teams do this before. 1:30 is still a lot of time to grab one more goal.
Oh, and that little touch there. Zane Jackie trying to get it out into the corner in a less dangerous spot, but JNAPS just turns around and pounces on it, putting it right above Leth and net. And that keeps G2 within striking distance, just one goal away from tying it up and trying to force overtime.
There's a shot, though. Nice connect from Zane Jackie, making up for that mistake on defense before. They rebring that lead up to 2 goals.
Yeah, and this time it was Kronovi with a missed touch there, puts that backwards, and Zane Jackie was ready for that. So now a 2-goal lead, looking comfortable for Ghost Gaming. G2 gonna have to get one quick if they hope to try to force overtime.
We're gonna try it right here. Rizzo maybe faking coming off the ceiling there, pulls out one attacker. Kronovi, nice hard clear there. Can they follow it up with any kind of attack is the question. Maybe. Good pass from JNAPS. Rizzo's going to try to find Kronovi. He'll be a little bit too far up, though. And Leth and Zane Jackie have a chance to get it down there. Kronovi just on the goal line, keeping that one out.
Now, Leth pelted that one towards net, but Kronovi just stayed calm, was able to keep that one out. But still, G2 are going to have to break out of this defensive zone if they're going to want to hook to force overtime here. So looking less likely as time goes on.
Well, there's a chance. We see Ghost getting a little overzealous in those final seconds, but I mean, it doesn't matter. 10 seconds left. They can afford 1 goal, but I mean, why put yourself in that situation? Just play it safe at this point. You should have game number 3, and this could be, or should be, the start, and it will be, to their climb back against G2 Esports. G2 pulling those first 2, not allowing a single goal in. And now Ghost Gaming, when they do score, they end up winning 3-1 in game number 3. They're still facing match point, though. This is still a potential drop down if G2 can win the next game.
Yep, you said it. Best of 5. 2-1 in favor of G2. G2, if you're just tuning in, they absolutely manhandled Ghost in those first games. 4-0 in the first game.
That's a nice way of putting it.
In the second game, 7-0. But game number 3, Zane Jackie led Ghost with that first goal. It was a really big goal for Ghost Gaming, just in terms of confidence. Had G2 scored first again, I think that would have spelled the end for Ghost. But Zane Jackie came up big, got that goal. Lethamyr, that playmaker award with 3 assists this game, doing a good job generating opportunities for his teammates. Classics, he had that cleanup goal where Zane had that wonderful pass over to Lethamyr. Lethamyr just hit it off the post, and Classics was able to clean it up. So a good bounce-back game from Ghost, but they're going to have to keep it going, because if they lose this next one, they'll be sent down into the lower bracket. They have to win 2 from this point on to move on, and we haven't seen a reverse sweep happen just yet. We saw we saw the Hollywood Hammers almost complete the reverse sweep versus Cloud9, almost, but we have not seen a reverse sweep yet in this tournament.
Well, maybe we can get it here from Ghost Gaming. We know these guys can kick it with a team like G2. It's a matter of making sure that G2 doesn't get the space they were given in those first 2 games. And it seems like they have cleaned that up a bit. A couple mistakes here. Fortunately for them, they weren't punished in game number 3 by G2.
We need to see more of those passing plays that we saw in game 1 and 2.
Absolutely. Find each other. Connect with your teammates.
Rizzo had some pretty nutty shots and almost had one there.
2 defenders came across the line to save that one. G2 still on the attack, though. Starting that boost starvation rotation. Gonna put Ghost in an awkward spot if they can't clear this one hard and grab some, at least some pads on the way out.
I love the way you say out.
Oh my. I was gonna try to say it even more exaggerated.
Get out of here, bud.
Get out of here. Finally a chance now for Ghost Gaming to move that down the other end of the field. Zane Jackie keeping the pressure on, not allowing G2 to move up the field if he can do anything about it. Kronovi was trying to follow that.
Great
read.
From Kronovi.
Yeah. Oh, there's Rizzo. D-tap off the backboard. Ghost Gaming going to give up that first goal.
And this is something that Kronovi is so good at. He's just so good at causing havoc. And then that shot from Rizzo, the double tap, using up every single bit of boost he had to make the play. D2 striking first. They're trying to close the series out. But, man, Kronovi, sometimes he'll do things that make you scratch your head. Like, why did you back pass it? Or why are you there? Why are you turning? But when he is playing well, he can generate opportunities where it seems like you just should not score.
Oh, Lethamyr had to connect with that. Would have been a chance for his whole team to move up onto the offense. Fortunately, they're going to have to try again from their side. Zane Jackie trying to get a little fancy here. Lost the ball off the side of his car a little bit. Lethamyr wanted that pinch to shoot towards the net. Won't happen. Zane Jackie off the backboard. Does he have a teammate there to help out? Rizzo thought there'd be someone to try to follow that ball up. Kronovi hoping for some sort of miracle as he's does a spin-a-rooney off the roof. Ghost Gaming going to take advantage of that and move the ball the other way. Lethamyr's by himself, though. No one there to help him out. D2 will have a chance to move it back down across the field. 2.5 minutes left in game number 4. D2 trying to hold on to the upper bracket run here, but that's going to help as they tie things up. They do need to get wins, though.
Yeah, Lethamyr just slamming that off the backboard. Zane Jackie almost missing that one. He almost put it wide, but gets there in time to punch that one in. And we are tied up just halfway through game number 4. Could Ghost lose this one? They're going down in the lower bracket to play Hammers. JNAV's almost getting that one.
Ooh, nice pass up there. Rizzo's going to intercept that one. That's going to leave Lethamyr out of the play. Zane Jackie flying high. At least buys his team some time. Wasn't enough, though, for G2 to get out. Our clear up the classics. He keeps that dream of offense alive as they put that one towards the G2 net. A miss there by the defense, a falter, and that's going to be a chance. Lethamyr couldn't sneak that one past. JNAV's Classics tries to get one off the backboard out to Zane Jackie. They're going to have to back off, though. Good recognition from Lethamyr that that play was ending. Cuts it past 2. Can he get the third one? Whoa, just takes him out of the play.
Lethamyr just bought so much time for Ghost using his 1v1 skills.
Lethamyr is such an incredible player. When he is on, he is a force to be reckoned with, as he just demonstrated right there. Another demo is giving Ghost Gaming some more chances. Just stay on offense to buy some time for themselves, but they aren't up a goal. And with a minute left, they do need to score one. unless they're looking for a high-pressure overtime situation. Golden goal. Goes with a shot. 2 defenders up. That's going to be a chance for Rizzo. He tries to get that to Kronovi quickly, but he can't. Classics is trying to 50 it. That's what I like to see. Giving no space. Over to G2. Going to be a high shot anyways. Rizzo will put that one out. Back to midfield.
They have a lot of boost. They can do some damage here. They're in a situation where they can just start pelting. Oh, that was actually very big for G2 to be able to relieve pressure. Oh, that shot by JNaps taking advantage of that miss touched by Lethamyr. Zane tried to break up the play, but he just teed up JNaps, who put it in the far corner. In G2, poised to move on and play Cloud9 in the upper bracket final.
That's so hard for Classics, who's in a situation where he had someone in front of the net where he could have gotten a redirect, and he had to play the entire net, and it just sinks into that far corner. Tough spot for Classics there. As you said, G2 now up a goal. They're looking to take this one unless Ghost can get some sort of 0-second miraculous goal, and with a clear like that, very unlikely to happen as that one goes bar and almost in. It will touch the ground, and Ghost Gaming will be dropped down into the lower bracket to face off against Hollywood Hammers. G2 Esports is going to take the win in not entirely dominating fashion, but the first 2 games definitely were a little bit lopsided towards G2's end.
Yeah, that 11-0 scoring run that G2 had in the first 2 games was pretty incredible. Ghost Gaming bounced back. In game number 3, Zane Jackie had a good performance on offense. Lethamyr assisting every single goal as well. But in this final game, G2, Ghost, they were very close, very neck and neck. But that difference was that one play. Lethamyr wasn't able to get that hit back into the blue zone. He allowed it to slip into the orange half. And then Zane Jackie tried to get a hit on it. He was coming from so far back. And JNaps, he is just like a shark. He is always circling, always ready to just whip around and put a shot in on net. That's exactly what he did. It was perfect placement. Classics had no chance to get to that ball, and G2 closed it out. And this G2 team really is coming into their own. It's been so fun watching them last season, getting that top 2 spot in league play, performing great at the World Championship, and now they're in the upper bracket final against Cloud9. So as a G2 fanboy somewhat, you know, I try to not let it influence me too much, but I do love to see it.
I mean, that's just going to be a great match altogether. Cloud9 versus G2. That's going to be happening later, guys, so you don't want to miss it out. But more great matches before that. And up next is, as we mentioned, going to be Hollywood Hammers versus Ghost Gaming. Ghost Gaming is not done for the day. They got to jump into another match almost immediately now, and hopefully they can come off that one knowing that they did pull things back. They did start to get their pace near the end of it and use that up against Hollywood Hammers. But Hollywood Hammers, a huge force to be reckoned with. We mentioned it a few times now, but they went game 5 overtime against Cloud9. So Hollywood Hammers is not going to be an easy run there for Ghost Gaming. That's a match you're not going to want to miss. And honestly, Hollywood Hammers is, if they're playing like yesterday, almost look like the team to come out on top here.
Yeah, the Hammers, last time they were in this tournament, I believe it was Sathu, Darkfire, and Vince.
Yes.
This time around, we have Vince, Halcyon, and not Lemon Puppy. Puppy's who Vincent Memory, yes. How could I forget Memory? He popped off yesterday, 5 goals in a single game. But they are looking very good. So this lower bracket, it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. Honestly, I think the team that might get knocked out is Renegades, because we've seen them with an inconsistent roster coming in with Garrett G as a sub, but then Timmy and Dapper seeming to switch spots. So this lower bracket going to be interesting how it plays out. We have that high-powered upper bracket, but still, it's going to be a bloodbath. People starting to get eliminated now as we enter these lower bracket matches.
That's the thing. It's do or die. You don't have a second chance like Ghost just did there. You lose, you are out of this tournament, and currently none of these lower bracket teams are in the money yet, so they're still fighting just to even get into that top 3 spot. Good matches coming up, but I want to see your predictions, chat. Make sure you guys get your predictions in. Remember, predictions end the second that this match hits the floor and these players start driving around. So let me know, Hollywood Hammers, Ghost Gaming, get your predictions in. We're gonna see what you guys voted once we come back from break. Right now, I just want to give a huge shout out, though, to, of course, CyberpowerPC for throwing this tournament on for us, and you guys for being here and watching the tournament, supporting it. Shout outs to Amazon, Intel, Western Digital, NVIDIA, and MSI, of course, for being sponsors and making this all happen. So we're going to be back in just a few, guys. We've got to pay some bills. Leafx, James Bot, we'll be here in a few. Don't go anywhere.